Hi guys, in this video I'm going to give you a short overview over the small business finance tracker Notion. So what's the idea? The idea is to have a simple finance tracker for your small business. This template comes with two main parts. One is the income and spendings tracker, where you just track all of your income and spendings over different months. And then we have the invoice tracker and reminder, which you can use to track the invoices you are issuing and to make sure people are paying on time. And if they do not pay on time, you can then send an invoice reminder right out from Notion. So let's dive in. The income spendings tracker, the simple ideas, you have those two tables, you have income and you have spendings. And for example, if you open January, you can just add whatever income you have, and it automatically links this data to the overview. So you can see here in the balance, you have an income of $3,273. You spent $1,400, so you have a surplus of $1,873. And the same thing with the spendings. As you can see here, we entered software spendings of $1,400, which are shown up in the spendings. The good thing is we also have this as a bar chart, so we can see, alright, January was quite a good month, April was alright, and then we can see which months were bad and which ones were good. The second part of this income and spendings tracker and small business finance tracker is the invoice tracker and reminder. So what is the idea? The idea is that whenever you have a new invoice, you can enter a new row. And for example, we have this one for client 5 and it's not issued yet. It generated an invoice ID and gives all of those informations. What we can see here is that the invoice status is generated automatically. So for example, if we now enter a new invoice, you can see it enters a not issued yet because we did not enter an invoice issue date. And let's just call this, it's client 6. Invoice ID is generated automatically, and we can see that the invoice not issued yet status is also here. We can enter a invoice amount. I'm just using a very high one so you can see how it develops on the screen. You see how it moves. So at the moment it's just a not issued yet. If you now enter a date, the date you issued it, for example, if you use one far back in the past, you can see that it jumps. So it is client 6 to more than 30 days. So what does this mean? It means that this invoice was issued more than 30 days ago. So it was issued 42 days ago, which is really not good. This is why we have here this big bar and also the red button. And we probably should send a invoice reminder to this client because it's not good. We can do this via an automation in Notion. So let's look at the automation. And this automation, what it does, it sends an email from your Gmail account, the one you connected to Notion, to whatever the address of your client is, and just the subject is this page invoice is still open, and then just write a generic message like dear client. It takes the client name from the database, it's still open. So whenever you click this button, it will send the invoice to the client email, which is really good. And then you also can add the invoice here. So let's assume this client paid his invoice, which is really good. Then we just enter the date. Let's say he paid it today. And what you can see now, that client 6 is now green, invoice got paid, and we also can see in the overview, alright, there's only 1K left in those above 30 days invoices because this big one we just generated is now paid. I hope this video gave you an idea what you can create with Notion. If you need a finance tracker, if you're interested in this one, you can get it from the Notion marketplace. I put the link down below. Thank you so much. Bye.